So I made up chapter 62 in Crescent City's House of Flame and Shadow. So we're going to go ahead and put that there for a second. So Apollyon is Hunt's father, but not in a way like Apollyon and Hunt's mother got together and created Hunt. More or less, Hunt was just created by Apollyon, and then the mother, gave birth to him. But to find out that Hunt's not even like the first of this like experiment, right? The Thunderbirds were the original plan that Hel was using to charge up the heir of Thea, because Thea split her power into three, right? And only a third of that power was going to go to the heir, which ended up being Bryce, which the coincidence, right, of Bryce Hunt being mates, and Hunt's sole job is to charge up Bryce. But I don't think it was necessarily to go through the portal to go back into Akatar and then get the other third of her power. I think that was just something that kind of worked out in her favor. I mean, Hel literally put a lot of, hypotheticals, a lot of what ifs into this plan to eventually take out the Asteri. But I guess in reality, they have thousands, if hundreds of thousands of years to try to figure out some sort of plan, right? Their main focus is just to eventually get rid of the Asteri. Now, ever since Bryce has come back through the portal, she does possess another third of Thea's power, which is why Hunt doesn't have to charge her up anymore for her to use her starlight. But she still needs the final third of power in order to take out the Asteri. Luckily for her, that final third is somewhere here on Avalon. The problem is the Autumn King has now shown up to Avalon. They do have Flynn as a hostage. I'm sure it's only a matter of time before, Ethan, Hypaxia, and Jessica show up to Avalon, which means that there's no way the Asteri doesn't know that they're all here. Now, I know the Asteri cannot penetrate the mist to come into Avalon, but their entire armies probably can, right? I don't see why the brimstone missiles wouldn't be able to come into Avalon. So I guess I feel like there's just about to be a lot of chaos in this little island. Not to mention, I'm still very curious about them pulling the lightning from Hunt. Now that we know where the lightning came from, the whole reason they wanted Sophie was because of her lightning, but they got it from Hunt. So what are they going to actually use that for? Is it going to be to use to resurrect somebody? Or is it going to be used to fight against whatever power that Bryce might possess after she gets the final third?